Hey, TaxFinity fam, welcome back to another deep dive, you know, into the world of Indian finance.
Oh, yeah.
Today, we're cracking open the 2025 budget.
All right.
And trust me, it's spicier than a Vindaloo.
Woo! I like where you're going with this.
You bet.
It's certainly a budget packed with flavor.
You know how reading through the entire budget document can feel like you're lost in a Bollywood movie with a plot that's way too long?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're your subtitles for today, highlighting what actually matters.
Okay.
We're breaking down the complexities, decoding the jargon, and serving it all up with a side of humor.
Love it.
You ready to dig in?
Let's feast on knowledge.
Okay, so first things first. This budget is all about Garib youth, Annadata, and Nori.
Right.
Basically, the poor youth farmers and women.
Right. This focus on people-centric growth isn't just lip service.
Yeah.
We see it reflected throughout the budget in some pretty substantial ways.
Okay.
Take the Keysan credit card, for example.
Ah, yes, the trusty Keysan credit card.
Exactly.
What's new there?
Yeah. Well, the credit limit has been bumped up from 3 lakh to 5 lakh.
Wow.
That's a significant increase.
Yeah.
Potentially impacting 7.7 crore farmers, fishermen, and dairy farmers.
Wow.
Think about the ripple effect.
Okay.
Increased access to credit could fuel rural entrepreneurship, improve crop yields, and even help villages become more self-sufficient.
Whoa, that's a lot more than just a few extra rupees, right?
It is.
It's like giving farmers a much-needed boost to navigate the ever-changing agricultural landscape.
Exactly. It's about empowering them to invest, innovate, and ultimately improve their livelihoods.
Speaking of innovation, the budget is dropping some serious rupees on education and AI.
Yeah.
50,000 atoll tinkering labs in schools. And a cool 500 crore for a Center for Excellence in AI.
Now that's something to get excited about.
Right.
These initiatives aren't just about flashy tech, though.
Okay.
They're strategic investments in India's future workforce.
Yeah.
We're talking about nurturing a generation that's not just tech-savvy, but equipped to lead in a rapidly evolving world.
I'm already picturing a future where Indian kids are coding the next big AI breakthrough.
Oh, yeah.
All thanks to those idle tinkering labs.
I can see it, too.
Yeah.
And on that note, we can't forget the planned expansion of medical education, with 75,000 additional seats over the next 5 years.
Ah, yes. More doctors, more accessible healthcare.
Exactly.
It's like a prescription for a healthier India, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's a vital step toward addressing healthcare disparities.
Yeah.
And ensuring quality medical care reaches everyone, especially in underserved communities.
Now, on to a topic that's always close to everyone's heart.
Okay.
And wallets.
The
love letter to our beloved MSMEs. The micro, small, and medium enterprises.
Oh, yes, the backbone of the Indian economy.
Right.
This budget is showering them with attention, wouldn't you say?
It's like a full-on Bollywood dance number dedicated to MSMEs.
Oh, I love it.
So tell me, what's got them grooving this year?
Well, for starters, there are changes to the classification criteria,
Okay.
making it easier for businesses to qualify as MSMEs
Right.
and access those sweet, sweet benefits.
Okay, benefits unlocked.
Haha, exactly.
Can you give us a real-world example of how this would work?
Absolutely. Imagine a small manufacturing unit,
Okay.
say a family-run pickle business.
Okay.
They were previously on the borderline of being classified as a small enterprise.
Right.
With the revised criteria, they might now comfortably fall into that category.
Okay.
Opening doors to easier loans, tax breaks, and even government contracts.
So it's not just about changing numbers on paper.
Right.
It's about making it easier for small businesses to actually grow and thrive.
Exactly.
I love that.
And it doesn't stop there.
Okay.
We've also got those super cool 5 lakh credit cards.
What?
Specifically for micro enterprises registered on the Udyam portal. Plus, there's a new scheme offering juicy term loans for first-time entrepreneurs.
Whoa, hold on a minute. 5 lakh rupees on a credit card.
I know, right?
That's enough to buy a whole lot of spices, right?
A lot of spice.
This could be a game changer for those small, homegrown businesses.
Imagine the possibilities.
Yeah.
It's a powerful tool for entrepreneurs to access capital-managed cash flow and fuel their ambitions.
I'm getting inspired just thinking about all the amazing businesses that could flourish with this support.
Me too.
And speaking of support, let's move on to the main event, tax talk.
The
elephant in the room has arrived, folks.
It's definitely the topic everyone's been buzzing about.
Right.
This year, the government is bringing in a brand new income tax bill.
Okay.
And let me tell you,
Yeah.
it's aiming to make things a whole lot simpler.
Simpler. As in, less confusing than trying to figure out a cricket match if you've never watched one before.
Exactly. The goal is to create a system that's easy to understand,
Okay.
user-friendly, and benefits everyone.
Right.
Especially the middle class.
Okay, I'm all for user-friendly. Less tax-induced headaches, more time for chai and samosas.
Haha. I like it.
Sounds good to me.
And the best part.
Okay, what?
Zero income tax up to 12 lakh.
Wait, rewind.
Yeah.
Did you just say zero tax up to 12 lakh?
You heard right.
What?
If your annual income is 12 lakh or less,
Okay.
you won't have to pay any income tax.
Wow.
It's like a big financial hug from the government.
Hold the phone, folks. That's huge GE.
I know, right?
I can already hear the collective sigh of relief from everyone earning within that bracket.
Yeah.
More money in your pocket, more freedom to pursue your dreams.
It's a game changer, for sure.
It is.
This move could really empower individuals, boost spending power, and stimulate economic growth.
I'm already calculating how much extra biryani I can afford now.
Me too.
But what about those earning above Eurolak?
Yeah.
Are they left out of the party?
Not at all.
Okay.
The income tax slabs above Eurolak have also been revised,
Uh-huh.
making the system more progressive overall.
Right.
For instance, the 5% tax slab now kicks in between 12 lakh and 16 lakh,
Okay.
offering some relief for those in that income bracket.
Okay, so even those earning above 12 lakh still get some benefits from this revamp.
Exactly.
It's all about creating a fairer system, right?
Exactly. It's about ensuring that the tax burden is distributed more equitably,
Right.
taking into account different income levels.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah,
Fairness, simplicity, and less tax stress.
I agree.
What's not to love?
Right.
But hang on a minute, we're just getting started.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole lot more to unpack in this budget, from infrastructure to tourism to, wait for it, nuclear energy.
We've barely scratched the surface.
I know, right?
So buckle up, because this budget is taking us on a wild ride through the future of India.
You got that right. Stick with us as we dive deeper into all the exciting details.
All right,
This is just the beginning of our budget adventure.
let's go. All right, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about something that's crucial for India's economic growth: exports.
Exports? You mean like sending our delicious mangoes and spices to the rest of the world?
Well, that too, but it's much more than that.
No.
We're talking about a whole range of goods and services that India excels at producing.
Right.
And this budget has a dedicated export promotion mission with laser focus on boosting those numbers.
A dedicated mission. Huh. That sounds pretty serious.
It is.
What's the game plan?
It's all about making the process of exporting smoother and more efficient.
Okay.
Think about it.
Correct.
If Indian businesses can easily navigate the complexities of international trade, they can reach more markets, sell more products, and ultimately contribute more to the economy.
So it's like removing all the roadblocks.
Exactly.
And paving a superhighway for Indian exports, right?
Exactly. The mission is all about providing support to exporters,
Yeah.
especially our MSMEs, who often face challenges in the global market.
Okay. But exporting can be a tricky business.
It can.
What kind of support are we talking about?
Well, for starters, the mission will facilitate easier access to export credit.
Yeah.
This means more financial resources for businesses to expand their operations and reach new markets.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But getting the money is just one part of the puzzle, right?
Right.
What about all the paperwork and regulations involved in international trade?
Great point. That's where cross-border factoring support comes in.
Okay.
It's a way for exporters to get paid faster and reduce their risk when dealing with overseas buyers.
Okay.
Plus, the mission aims to help businesses navigate the complexities of non-tariff measures.
Okay, you're going to have to explain that one to me.
Okay.
Non-tariff measures.
Yes.
Sounds kind of scary.
Don't worry, they're not as terrifying as they sound.
Okay.
Think of them as rules and regulations that countries impose on imported goods, sometimes making it challenging for exporters to comply.
Ah, I see. So like maybe a certain country has strict rules about packaging or labeling.
Right.
And our exporters need help figuring out how to meet those requirements.
Exactly. These non-tariff measures can be a major hurdle for exporters,
Right.
especially smaller businesses that might not have the resources to navigate these complexities.
So the export promotion mission is like a superhero swooping in to save the day and help our exporters conquer these challenges.
That's a great way to put it.
Uh-huh.
It's all about empowering Indian businesses to compete effectively in the global arena.
Speaking of empowering the budget, also mentioned something called VRA TradeNet.
Yes.
What's that all about?
Fraud Trade Net, or BTN, as we cool kids call it,
Ah,
is basically a one-stop shop for all your international trade needs.
okay.
Imagine a digital platform where you can handle everything from documentation and financing
Yeah.
to customs clearance and logistics all in one place.
Whoa, that sounds incredibly convenient.
It is.
So no more mountains of paperwork
Right.
or endless back and forth between different agencies.
Hopefully not. BTN aims to streamline the entire process,
Okay.
making international trade more efficient, transparent, and user-friendly.
It's like taking a bullock cart and turning it into a high-speed train.
I love that
Gotta
analogy.
hang me up.
Right. It's a game changer, for sure.
Yeah?
BTN will not only simplify processes, but also provide valuable insights and support for businesses looking to expand their global footprint.
This is it's like the government is rolling out the red carpet for Indian businesses to go global.
It is.
But it's not just about supporting existing businesses, right?
Right.
The budget also talks about attracting multinational companies to set up shop in India.
Absolutely. The budget introduces a national framework for Global Capability Centers, or GCCs.
Okay.
These are essentially centers of excellence that multinational companies establish in India
Right.
to leverage the country's skilled workforce and cost-effective operations.
Okay, so it's like bringing the best of both worlds together,
Mm.
global expertise combined with Indian talent.
Exactly.
What's not to love about that?
And the best part,
What?
the new framework encourages the establishment of these GCCs in emerging Tier 2 cities.
Tier 2 cities. So it's not just about Mumbai and Bengaluru anymore.
Nope. The focus is on spreading the benefits of globalization beyond the major metropolitan areas,
Okay.
creating job opportunities, and fostering economic growth in smaller cities and towns.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's about creating a more inclusive economy where everyone has the opportunity to thrive regardless of where they live.
Exactly. It's about creating a win-win situation for multinational companies, the Indian economy, and the talented workforce across the country.
Speaking of winning, let's talk about a sector that's close to everyone's heart.
Yeah.
Healthcare.
Yes.
What's the budget doing to keep us healthy and happy?
Well, one of the key initiatives is the plan to set up daycare cancer centers in all district hospitals.
Wow, that's a big deal.
It is.
Especially for those living in rural areas who might not have easy access to specialized cancer care.
Exactly. This is about bringing treatment closer to patients, ensuring timely diagnosis, and improving outcomes.
It's like a ray of hope for those battling cancer, making treatment more accessible and less daunting.
And it's not just about treating diseases, it's also about empowering individuals to lead healthier lives.
Empowering. How so?
We'll take the revamped MSMEs scheme, for example.
Okay.
It provides microcredit to street vendors, helping them grow their businesses and improve their livelihoods.
Ah, yes. The PMSVDD scheme. It's like a helping hand for those who are often overlooked,
Yeah,
but play a vital role in our daily lives.
exactly. And the revamped scheme offers enhanced loans, UPI-linked credit cards,
Okay.
and even capacity-building support.
UPI-linked credit cards. Oh, that's convenient.
It is.
Imagine a street vendor accepting digital payments with ease.
Yeah.
It's like bringing their business into the 21st century.
And the capacity-building support is key.
Right.
It's not just about providing financial assistance.
Right.
It's about equipping these entrepreneurs with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed.
It's a holistic approach to empowerment, giving them the tools and the confidence to build a better future for themselves and their families.
Absolutely. And speaking of empowering those who often fall through the cracks,
Okay.
the budget also addresses the needs of online platform workers.
You mean the gig economy folks?
Yes.
The delivery drivers, the online tutors, the freelance writers?
All of them.
They've become a vital part of our workforce, haven't they?
They have, and yet they often face challenges when it comes to job security benefits and social safety nets.
So what's the budget doing to address these challenges?
Well, it proposes measures to facilitate their registration on the eShram portal.
Okay.
This portal acts as a centralized database for unorganized workers,
Right.
giving them access to various government schemes and benefits.
Okay, so it's like bringing them into the fold, recognizing their contributions, and ensuring they have access to support.
Exactly, and it doesn't stop there.
Okay.
The budget also proposes extending healthcare coverage to these workers under the PM Jan Aroga Johanna,
Wow.
which is a massive step towards ensuring their well-being.
Whoa, that's huge. Healthcare is a fundamental right,
It is.
and it's great to see the government taking steps to ensure that everyone, regardless of their employment status, has access to quality medical care.
Absolutely. It's all about creating a more inclusive and equitable economy where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
Now let's zoom out a bit
Okay.
and talk about urban development.
All
With
right.
more and more people moving to cities,
Yeah.
we need to make sure our urban spaces are livable, sustainable, and well-equipped for the future.
Right. And the budget addresses this with a pretty impressive initiative,
Okay.
the Urban Challenge Fund.
Okay, Urban Challenge Fund.
Okay.
Sounds like a reality show where cities compete for the best makeover.
Well, it's not quite a reality show,
Okay.
but it's definitely about transforming our cities.
Right.
The fund, with a whopping 1 lakh crore outlay, will support projects
Wow.
that aim to make our urban spaces more vibrant, sustainable, and resilient.
1 lakh crore. That's a serious chunk of change.
It is.
What kind of projects are we talking about?
The fund will focus on 3 key areas.
Okay.
Cities as growth hubs, creative redevelopment of cities,
Okay.
and water and sanitation.
Okay, let's break those down.
Okay.
Cities as growth hubs.
Yeah.
That sounds like attracting investments and creating job opportunities, right?
You got it. It's about creating an enabling environment for businesses to flourish, fostering innovation, and turning our cities into economic powerhouses.
Makes sense. And what about creative redevelopment of cities?
Yeah.
Does that mean turning old, rundown areas into trendy new hotspots?
Well, it's more than just aesthetics.
Okay.
It's about revitalizing existing urban spaces, making them more functional, aesthetically pleasing, and improving the overall quality of life for residents.
So it's about breathing new life into our cities,
Yeah.
making them more livable and enjoyable for everyone.
Exactly. And let's not forget the essential element,
Yeah.
water and sanitation.
Right.
This focus area aims to ensure access to clean water and proper sanitation facilities for all urban residents.
Clean water and sanitation are absolutely fundamental.
They are.
It's about public health hygiene and overall well-being.
Right? It's a basic human right. And the budget recognizes the importance of addressing these needs, especially as our cities grow and face increasing demands on their resources.
Now, speaking of resources, how is the government planning to fund all these ambitious plans?
Yeah.
We're talking about some serious investments here.
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The budget introduces the Asset Monetization Plan 2025-30,
Okay.
which is all about leveraging existing public assets to generate revenue for new infrastructure projects.
Asset monetization plan. So it's like
Yeah.
turning our existing infrastructure into a money-making machine.
Well, it's more nuanced than that.
Okay.
It's about strategically utilizing public assets like roads, railways, power transmission lines, and more
Okay.
to generate revenue that can be reinvested into new projects.
So it's like a clever way to make our existing resources work harder for us and create new opportunities for growth.
Exactly. It's about maximizing the value of what we already have and using it to fuel further development.
Okay, so we've got asset monetization, but the budget also talks about supporting state-led infrastructure development.
Yes.
What's the plan there?
The budget allocates a whopping 1.5 lakh crore for 50-year interest-free loans to states,
What?
specifically for capital expenditure on infrastructure projects.
Whoa, interest-free loans for 50 years.
I know.
That's incredibly generous.
It is.
It's like giving states a massive financial boost to pursue their development goals.
It is, and it shows the central government's commitment to working collaboratively with states to build a stronger and more prosperous India.
It's all about teamwork.
Right, it is.
Center and states joining forces to create a win-win situation for everyone.
Absolutely. And it's not just about handing over funds.
Oh, yeah.
The budget also incentivizes states to implement positive changes and reforms.
So it's like a reward system for good governance?
You could say that.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's about encouraging states to be proactive and innovative in their approach to development.
Exactly. It's about creating a more efficient and accountable system that benefits everyone.
Speaking of specific sectors, the budget allocates 15,000 crore to the Swami H Fund 2,
Yes.
which is all about giving stalled housing projects a much-needed push.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
This is great news for homebuyers who have been waiting patiently for their dream homes to be completed.
Right.
The Swami H Fund 2 uses a mix of government funds and private investments to revive these projects and ensure that people finally get the keys to their new homes.
It's like a rescue mission for those stuck in real estate limbo.
It is.
And it's not just about individual home buyers, right? Reviving these projects also creates jobs,
Right.
boosts the construction industry,
Yeah.
and contributes to economic growth. Right?
Exactly. It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Now let's shift our focus to something a bit more adventurous, maritime development.
All right.
What's the budget doing to harness the potential of India's vast coastline?
Well, it sets up a dedicated maritime development fund
Where?
with a substantial corpus of 25,000 crore. This fund will provide long-term financing for various maritime projects,
Right.
helping to develop our ports, shipping industry, and coastal infrastructure.
25,000 crore.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of rupees for ships and ports.
Imagine the possibilities.
Okay.
With this investment, we can create world-class ports, boost our shipbuilding industry, and develop our coastal regions into thriving economic hubs.
It's like setting sail towards a brighter future with a strong maritime sector propelling us forward.
Exactly. And it's not just about the coasts. The budget also focuses on enhancing connectivity within states.
Okay.
Take Bihar, for example.
Bihar. What's happening in Bihar?
The budget provides financial support for the Western Koshi Canal ERM project,
Okay.
which will improve irrigation and water management in the region.
Right.
Plus, it proposes facilitating the development of greenfield airports in Bihar,
Right.
in addition to the existing Patna airport.
Greenfield airports. So we're talking about brand new airports built from scratch.
Yeah.
That's pretty big deal.
It is. These new airports will not only improve connectivity within Bihar,
Right?
making it easier for people to travel and for goods to be transported,
Yeah.
but will also attract investments, boost tourism, and create job opportunities.
It's like connecting Bihar to the rest of the country and the world, opening up a whole new realm of possibilities.
Exactly. And speaking of connectivity, the budget also continues to support the UDAN scheme,
Right.
which aims to make air travel more affordable and accessible to smaller towns and cities across India.
UDAN, the scheme that makes flying a reality for those who previously couldn't even dream of it.
Exactly. And the budget aims to connect 120 new destinations
Wow.
and carry 4 core passengers in the next 10 years under this scheme.
That's amazing. It's like giving wings to those who have been grounded for too long, connecting people, cultures, and opportunities across the country.
And let's not forget about the future of energy.
Okay.
The budget introduces a nuclear energy mission for Viksit Bharat, highlighting the government's commitment to exploring clean and sustainable energy sources.
Nuclear energy. That's a pretty powerful topic.
It is.
What's the mission all about?
It's about promoting nuclear energy as a safe, reliable, and environmentally friendly alternative to fossil fuels.
So it's about reducing our carbon footprint and ensuring a cleaner, greener future for India.
Exactly. The budget proposes amendments to the Atomic Energy Act and the Civil Liability for Nuclear Damage Act to encourage private sector participation in this sector.
Okay, so it's about attracting investments, fostering innovation, and creating a more robust nuclear energy ecosystem.
Precisely. It's about harnessing the power of the atom to meet our growing energy needs in a sustainable and responsible manner.
Wow, we've covered so much ground already, from exports and healthcare to urban development and nuclear energy.
I know, right?
It's a lot.
And we're not done yet.
Oh, there's more.
We still have a lot more to explore, including exciting initiatives to boost tourism, promote research and development, and preserve our rich cultural heritage.
Wait, there's more. I'm already feeling overwhelmed with all this information.
I know, right? It's a budget packed with details, but trust me, it's all incredibly fascinating.
Okay.
So take a deep breath, grab a chai, and get ready for the final leg of our budget adventure.
Namaste and welcome back to TaxFinity, folks. We're on the final leg of our budget marathon, exploring the hidden gems and future-shaping initiatives tucked away in the 2025 budget.
I think marathon is the perfect word for it. It's certainly been a long and winding road through the ins and outs of this budget.
You got that right. But hey, we've made it this far, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've deciphered the jargon, crunched the numbers, and sprinkled a bit of humor along the way.
A little bit.
And just when you thought we were done, there's more.
There's always more to discover. This budget is like a treasure chest filled with surprises, and we've only just begun to peek inside.
Okay, so let's dive into some of those surprises, shall we?
Let's do it.
One that really caught my attention was the emphasis on research, development, and innovation. It's like the government is saying, hey, we're not just about building roads and bridges.
Right.
We're investing in the future.
Exactly, and that investment is no small potatoes.
Okay.
The budget allocates a whopping 20,000 crore to private sector-driven research and development initiatives.
Whoa, 20,000 crore. That's not just an investment.
It's not.
It's a declaration of intent.
Yes.
It's like saying, India, get ready to innovate because we're serious about becoming a global R&D powerhouse.
It's about fostering a culture of innovation, encouraging businesses to push boundaries, and ultimately creating solutions that benefit not just India, but the world.
Okay, so we've got the money, but what about direction? Where's all this innovation headed?
Well, one area that's getting a lot of attention is geospatial technology.
Okay.
The budget outlines plans to establish a national geospatial mission,
Okay.
which will develop foundational geospatial infrastructure and data.
Geospatial. Sounds kind of futuristic, doesn't it?
It does, but it's actually about creating a very detailed and data-rich map of India. Imagine a map that not only shows you the physical landscape, but also layers of information about land use,
Hmm?
infrastructure, natural resources, demographics, and so much more.
Whoa. It's like a supercharged Google Maps.
It is.
What are the potential applications of this kind of data?
The possibilities are pretty much endless.
Yeah.
We're talking about using this data to improve urban planning,
Okay.
design smarter infrastructure, manage resources, more effectively respond to disasters more efficiently, and even boost agricultural productivity.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture. This isn't just about maps.
Right.
It's about creating a digital twin of India that can be used to solve problems, make better decisions, and ultimately shape a more sustainable and resilient future.
Exactly. And this ties in with the government's focus on digitalization and data-driven governance.
Now, before we get carried away with all this high-tech talk,
Uh-huh.
let's circle back to something that's always top of mind for our viewers.
Okay.
Taxes.
Yes.
Specifically, the much-anticipated income tax bill
Mm-hmm.
and the personal income tax revamp.
Ah, yes, the part everyone's been eagerly waiting for.
I know, right?
This is where the budget gets personal, literally.
And let's be honest, when it comes to taxes, we all want the same thing.
What's that?
Simplicity and less of a burden on our wallets.
Couldn't agree more. And this budget delivers on both fronts,
Okay.
especially for the middle class. Remember that big announcement?
Yeah.
Zero income tax up to 12 lakh.
Oh, yeah. That's something worth celebrating. It's like a financial freedom dance for everyone earning within that bracket.
It's a game changer for sure. More disposable income means more money for savings investments or even just enjoying life's little pleasures.
Okay, but let's not forget about those earning above 12 lakh.
Right.
Are they left out in the cold?
Not at all. The budget also revised the income tax slabs above 12 lakh,
Right.
making the system more progressive overall.
Okay.
So even if you're earning more, you'll still benefit from a more balanced and equitable tax structure.
Okay, so it's about creating a fairer system that takes into account different income levels. And it's not just about slabs. The budget also tweaked other tax-related stuff.
Right. There are changes to TDS limits, which will simplify tax procedures for both tenants and landlords,
Okay.
and an extension of the time limit for filing updated returns, which gives us all a little more breathing room.
Breathing room. We all need that, especially when it comes to taxes.
You do.
It's like the government is saying, relax, we're not here to make your life more complicated.
Exactly. It's about making the tax system more user-friendly and less daunting for everyone.
And that's a wrap, folks. We've journeyed through the 2025 budget, uncovering its secrets, decoding its complexities, and hopefully injecting a bit of fun along the way.
It's been quite an adventure. From empowering farmers and fostering innovation to simplifying taxes and boosting infrastructure, this budget has something for everyone.
It's a budget that reflects India's ambition, its resilience, and its unwavering belief in a brighter future.
Absolutely.
And we at TaxFinity are here to guide you through every step of the way.
So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more in-depth discussions on all things tax-related in India.
Yes.
We've got you covered.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those finances flourishing.